What's going on, guys? An Average Origamist here, and in this video we are going to be making a giraffe. And if you're not careful, it'll rip right there. So won't do it with this one though. Don't worry. Yeah, making a giraffe. I would recommend a paper bigger than 6x6. It's totally possible to use this size paper, but I'd recommend something bigger like this. And the last final thing before we start, paper has to be yellow or it's not a giraffe. No, I'm kidding. It can be any color you want. Okay, first things first, we are going to fold the paper in half. But this time, make sure the white side is up and fold corner to corner. So, I'm going to try my best to go quicker on the easy steps and the same speed on the hard steps. The same speed as normal on the hard steps. And fold the other way as well. Fold like corner to corner the other way as well. Flip her over. Okay. Yeah. Flip her over and fold edge to edge in half, and do the same for the other side. Just like that. Alright, cool. Now, with the color side up, push the middle in, and put your pointer fingers here, put your thumb and middle finger just like this, pinch, and push together. So you have this. Now, and it'll just fall into place. Make the flappy points go to the bottom, and this point at the top. So have it in this orientation. Alright, cool. Next step. There's 4 flaps. Fold each of the edges to the center, like this. And unfold. Do this for all 4 flaps. Make sure this point is this way when folding. One more flap to go. Just like that. And unfold. Alright. I'm going to zoom in because the paper's gotten smaller. There we go. Alright, next step. Where's my pencil? We are going to make, I'm going to start drawing, by the way. If it's on the white side that doesn't show, I'm going to draw the creases. So we're going to make a crease from, you see this crease and this crease. We're going to make a crease from this point to this point by folding this down. And just to be clear, you do not have to draw the creases. But I think that's obvious. Alright, crease this pretty well. Now, fold this point to the center, like, to the center. Up to the center. Wow, I can't even see the crease. There. Crease this pretty well. crease this pretty well also. Alright, and unfold the last two folds. Okay, now this next fold is a squash fold or something like that. Open sync, I don't know. We're gonna open this up. Here, let me just unfold this. Don't do this. Well, you're gonna end up kind of doing this, but alright. Actually, yeah, unfold it, unfold it. So you see this square? I don't have to draw it because it's really creased well. This inside square. So you make all the creases go the same way, this way. Mount and fold all the creases. Okay, there. Should look like this. Should look like this. Now, put it back. Fold it back to how it was. Now, put your pointer fingers here, and kind of just like open it up. Look at that, I already just ripped. You're gonna have to open the paper just a little bit. Yeah. Just kind of like press on the top, like that. Press down on the top, and it's gonna start like making a square, just like that. So now once you have it kind of like halfway, now you can open it up and finish it. Be careful about ripping the paper. Cool. All right. That's that. Next. Fold this flat up. Now, we're going to make, see these 4 points? 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to make creases from the center to this corner, this right here, where this crease intersects the edge. So we're gonna fold like this. We're gonna fold these points down like this. Do it for all 4 of them. Just like this. Alright, now you've got this. Next step, take this back flap and fold it behind like this. Now, take this front flap and fold it along this crease. So you're gonna have to inverse this fold. Okay, so the bottom looks like this. Lay it flat. Lay it flat. And these two things should be sticking up. What you're gonna have to do is now open them up all the way to the center and fold them flat. Now it's very important that this line, can you see that? You can't. This line is in line with this center line. Okay? So one way to do that is to just to flip the giraffe over and to make the fold like this. You could also line up these edges, but that's a little bit harder to do. Not very reliable. But anyway, you'll get this. Once you have one done, you can kind of line it up with the one you've already done. You can line the second one up with the one you've already done. But again, it's more like consistent just to line it up with the bottom. Like that. And just to clarify, I'm lining this center crease up with this center crease. Cool. Alright, now you have this. Okay, so flip it over. Do this. Zoom out a little. There. Just to get the whole picture in. Cool. Next, make sure the orientation's like this. So the like recessed part is on the right or left. Take this flat, and this fold is using mostly pre-existing creases. Fold this edge to the center, like this. Okay? Now take this edge, and also fold it to this center, like this. And you're going to have to create a fold right here. Just like that. So again, take this edge, using a pre-existing crease, fold it down. Now take this edge, and following this pre-existing crease, fold it down. And one last time, you are going to make a crease right here, so that this edge lines up with this point in the center, like that. Alright, cool. Awesome. Next. We are going to open this flap up, inverse this fold, and create a new crease like this. I'm guessing, because there's no reference point, but somewhere like this. Okay? And to make that crease, take this edge and line it up with the center. Just like that. Exactly like that. But don't flatten it yet. Well, flatten this part, but not up here. Don't flatten up here yet. Now, take this edge, fold it all the way over. Now you can flatten. Now you can flatten this upper part, like how I'm doing here. Okay. And finally, take this edge and just lay it flat. Now you're going to get this and just create a new crease by pressing it down. And you'll end up with this. Just like this. Let me just unplug this. Alright. Cool. Next, we're going to take this point, create a crease like this by folding it along here. So take this point and put it on the center line. Just like that. Alright, it's not going to lay flat yet, but so it's going to look like this. Fold down here. Now you see this crease right here? Fold along it. Okay, just like that. Now you'll end up with this. Put your finger here and just flatten it out. This should come to a point, and if it doesn't, that's okay, because mine almost never do. Alright, now we have this. This next step, open this flap. Okay? Open this flap to here. Right to this point right here. And we're gonna make a couple of creases. It's gonna look something like this. The crease line. But only for the top flap. Only for the top flap. For the bottom flap, it's gonna be the same thing, only the other direction. So it's gonna look something like this. Just fold that down. Flip it over and line this crease up with this crease. Okay, you get this. It's gonna be like upright. Take this edge and fold it down this way, like this, and lay it flat. Okay, so now, see how these don't line up? To line them up, just, actually, you know what? I don't even, to line them up, just do this. Fold this flap up, and fold this flap up. And now, it's not gonna lay flat, so make it lay flat. Just like that. Perfect. So now, when you fold them back down, oops. Let me try that again. Now, when you fold them back down, there, they'll line up. But actually, just leave them folded up, because that, I believe, yeah, that's one of the next steps. So just fold it up. Now we're going to do the same thing on this side. So first things first, inverse this fold. And bring it to the center, but do not crease down this upper part. Once it's to the center though, you can crease down this lower part. Now, fold this over, and you can crease this upper part now. Take this edge, bring it down, and just, now you can create this crease. Cool. Next step, take this point and fold it up along this. Make sure the point lies along the center line. Take this edge, fold it down along the pre-existing crease. Take this edge, and wait a second. Oh, sorry. Take this edge, and just fold it along this crease. Fold it down using that crease. Now you get something like this. Stick your finger in here and just flatten it out. Alright, there we go. Now we're going to, here's an idea. Fold this whole point down like this to create this crease. Now, as it's sticking up, open it up and just flatten it down like this. Making sure to line this center up with this center. Now, take this and just push it down. Perfect. Sorry. Okay. And finally, just fold these two flaps. Fold these two flaps up. Okay, now now we're done with that step. Next, what is next? Next we are going to take this edge and fold it. Where are we folding this? Oh, sorry. Okay, we're going to create a crease from here to here, like this. Those are the two reference points. So, sorry, I thought for some reason we were folding this edge against here, but we're not. We're folding along this line, from here to here. Okay, so now that's flat. There's not going to be a crease here, so this flap's going to want to come down. Let it come down and just crease it down like that. Do it to the other side. So a crease from here to here. And push this slab down like that. Cool. Alright. Now we have that. Next step, we are going to fold this flap behind along this line. from here to here. So let's flip this guy over. And I believe we unfold it. Yes, fold and unfold. So now unfold that. Okay. Next step, take this flap and fold it to this center line, creating a crease like this. Can you see that? Yeah. This is going to want to make this is going to cause the lower flap to pop up. So to flatten, this is what we do. But first, make sure this crease goes all the way to the center, all the way to the center. Be careful for a minute. Do not rip it, obviously. To flatten this is going to make a triangle kind of thing. Make sure this side of the triangle is parallel with the center line. So you just have to eye it. It's not a big deal, but that's what you try to do. Okay, see how this is parallel with this? Not exactly, but I tried. Oh, that's pretty off. There. Do the same to the other side now. Again, make sure the fold goes all the way to the center. Now make the triangle parallel with the center line, just like that. All right, cool, awesome. I say cool a lot. Next, we are going to make these folds right here. Hold on, what are they? Right, angle bisectors like this. So we're taking this edge and folding it to this line. Do not keep folding it. Only fold what I drew. So like this. Only fold to this center line. Just like that. And do the same to the other side. Okay, next we're going to take this white flap and fold it to this line right here, like so. Just like that. And now fold this whole thing down again, like that. Same thing to this side, so fold the flap down. And then fold it down again. Okay. Next, we're going to flip it over. Or, not yet, sorry. So we're going to fold this point behind at these crease intersections. At those crease intersections. Right there. You see them? Yeah, of course you can see them. So let's do that. Just like that. Okay. Next, lots of steps. Let's do this one first. Take this flap. It's going to be under this white flap. That's okay. So fold to this center line, right up to it. Like that. Shit. Oops. There. And now fold the flap down again. So it's gonna be under the pocket. So let me try it. Oops. Oh shit. Okay, so I ripped it a little bit, that's okay. If it doesn't fit, this is what you do. The previous fold, you unfold it, and fold the previous fold down a little more. So fold past the center line, okay? Now, when you make this next fold, you're going to be double folding the top layer. That's okay. Now, when you do this step, now when you do the step, it'll actually work like that. Perfect. Okay. So again, so let me show you on this side again. Actually, you know what? Let's just begin with folding this flat past the center line. So let's fold it past the center line. Be careful of this ripping. This paper's kind of construction paper-like, so it rips easier than normal. But okay. So now the next fold is going to be here. So the next fold, it's not going to be here where the flap is. It's going to be where the center line was. So we're going to double fold the top flap. Like that. Just like that. Cool. All right. Awesome. So it's going to look like that. This is kind of a tough step because if you do what the instructions ask you to do, it won't fit in this locking mechanism. So yeah, see, gotta be careful or it will rip. All right. Next, now I'm not going to redo this guide though because it's not a big deal. Yeah. Next, let's fold the neck. So we're going to fold the neck. This is not what you do. You do not take this edge and fold it to the center. You want to take this edge and fold it from there's no references. So from like around here, start about there, and fold it to about there. So do not fold it to the tip. Fold it to about like a ½ inch down from the tip of the neck, of the head, whatever you call it. Same thing to the other side. However far you go, make sure it's symmetrical. That's pretty much all that matters. If you want to make a pointy-headed giraffe, go for it. Okay, we got that step done. Now let's fold the legs. So we're going to want to really have us do this. Let's do this. Fold this flap against this edge like this. Okay, I'm going to crease this down pretty hard. The paper's really thick. And now fold this flap against this edge. I'm not gonna fold this as far. Alright, here we go. Just like that. Paper is very, very thick. Alright, but it'll look like that. So let's do the same thing. Fold this flap along this edge, maybe a little less. Crease it very, very well. And fold it over again to the far edge. Just like that. Alright, awesome. The legs are pretty much done. Next, we're going to flip it over and use some pre-existing creases to fold the tail. So we're going to take this, let me zoom in. There. We're going to take this edge and use a pre-existing crease and fold it to the center. Just fold the top half for now, like this. And it's going to look like something like this. Now, using this crease, pre-existing crease, fold the flap, fold the edge down. So you'll get something like this. But there we go. You'll get something like that. So let's do this to the other side. Fold this edge towards the center, and fold this edge down. And you're creating this crease. You're creating it. Okay. Next, we are going to fold this point back along from here to here. Like this. Alright. And do the same to the other side. Just like that. Alright, next, along this crease, fold the whole tail back, just like that. Now, fold the triangle, the tail, over like this, and fold it back, leaving about 1 millimeter or 2 of paper. Maybe less. Yeah, just like that. Okay. And then fold it in half. Like this. Okay, now inside reverse fold the back legs. So first let's fold along here like this. It's gonna look like this. Now inside reverse fold again, putting this edge in this edge against this edge right here, like this. Just like that. And the back legs are done. Wow, almost. Now, let's look at the head really quick. Inside reverse fold the head right about this area. There's no reference point, but right about where I did it. Okay. Next, let's look at the tail. Just inside reverse fold the tail down, like that. Just like that. Now for the legs, we're gonna make 2 inside reverse folds. So the first one around this area. Oops, sorry, that was out of camera. So like this. Just like that. And the second one, right below it. So it'll look like this when you're done. Just like that. Let's do it to the other side. Try to do them both in the same place. So inside reverse fold here. Just like that. And then one more here. Which looks something like this. Okay, now do the exact same thing on the front 2 legs. So, right about here, we're going to invert inside reverse fold. It doesn't matter where you do it as long as you do it the same place on both legs. And then right there. Like that. And do the same thing on the other side. So it'll look something like this. Maybe make the legs down a little more. There. Cool. And the last step. Now this last step is the step that made the neck rip on my first one. Damn it! Oh my god. All right, see that? Yeah, that's what happens. All right, guys. So we're back. We are again trying to. I want to show you how to do this step without ripping it. So, just to prove to you that I'm not wrong, this is the final step. It wants you to put the neck on the outside of the body, but that rips the paper. That just completely rips the paper. So instead, let's just make a fold here really quick. This is about where the neck is going to be angled up. Instead, let's fold here inside, and then here up again. So we're gonna make a triangle here like this. So instead of what the instructions wanted to do, a triangle like this, we're gonna make a triangle like this. And it's going to look, and then once you fold it up like this, and bam. A giraffe neck that doesn't rip when you fold it. I have to admit, the way the book does it makes it look nicer, but this still looks more than fine. And it's not ripped, so that's a plus. Now, I also use thinner paper in this, but this one also ripped too, and it was the same paper. So just this fold, just don't do it. Do not do it. Don't do it like this. Do it like this. So again, one more time. I did it kind of fast. You have the neck. Open it up. Bring it down. Then fold it back up like this. It's a double inside reverse fold. Not dissimilar to what we did with the legs, but you get this. I know it's orange. I ran out of yellow paper. Sorry, but so now I made this pretty quickly. One last thing. See how like it stands up? Well, maybe it doesn't stand up. Jesus. Let me make it stand up. 1 second. That's awkward. Stands up. But it kind of like here. See how it like wings out like that? The way you fix that, there's no like magic solution, but just put it under something heavy for a long time, for like 10 minutes, and then it'll stay. It'll keep its form. Alternatively, you could use foil paper, but I didn't have any of the right size. But yeah, so guys, this is the giraffe. It's a really nice model. For like, I really like how this is folded. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys later. There he is. It's like, this one's like a carpet. That's really funny.